welcome to another one of Sybil's Teacher's Tips. Today we are going to focus on our Earth Science Student Activity Pack. The first activity in the pack is called Structure of the Earth. Students will need their student activity guide as well as the Earth's interior diagram. The diagram itself unfolds so that you get a full section of the Earth. In part 1 of the activity, we ask that students cut out their 10 event cards and use their knowledge to place it where they believe it should go on the Earth's interior diagram. They are to record why they believe it goes there. This particular activity, students are not supposed to know the information. They're supposed to wonder and think and do the best to their ability. In part 2, they should research the information and rearrange their cards. When they finish and they believe that they have it correct, they can take a photo and send it in to you. Part 2, or activity 2 of our student activity bag is called Plate Tectonics. Students will need their student activity guide, the Tectonic Plates sheet. On one side it is tectonic plates with mountains and ridges, and on the other side is tectonic plates with continents. There is also their puzzle piece. For the first part of the activity, we ask that students take their puzzle and pop out all of their pieces. You'll notice that on the back of the puzzle piece, it is written back, so that way students know exactly which side should be facing upright. That first part, the students simply just organize and rearrange the puzzle and put it back together to the best of their ability. Part 2 is where they compare their completed puzzle to the tectonic plates with continents. We ask them to notice about where their pieces are in relation to the continents. Part 3 of the activity, they take their completed puzzle and compare it to where the tectonic plates are with the mountains and ridges. The third and final activity is called Formation of Soil. Students will need their student activity guide, a vial of rocks, a craft stick, and 2 paper trays. In part 1, called What is Soil, students are to go outside and collect a small amount of soil in their food tray. We ask them to use an old spoon, but however they would like to obtain it is okay. We ask that they push away leaves, large rocks that are on top, grass, so that they can get to the soil part. Once they do that, they're going to use their craft stick to separate out the soil into similar piles. When they do that, we would like them to write down what they noticed and why they put them together. Let the soil dry completely overnight. If it takes a little longer, that's okay. Once everything is dry, have the students repeat the process to divide the soil up even further. They may find roots, salt, like soils, silts, that's okay. At the end of the activity, students are to ask themselves, how do you think these got there? And then write a short paragraph to a friend describing what their soil is made of. Part 2 of the activity is called How Does Soil Form? For this part of the activity, they will need the second paper tray and their vial of rocks. The first part of this activity is the students open up their dram, their vial, place it into their food tray, and document their observations. They can touch the rocks, they can move them around so they get an idea of what they feel like, but document every observation. They put the rocks back into their vial, they shake, and then they pour everything into the food tray. Once again, students are to document their observations. What do they see? What do they feel? They're going to do this again, putting everything back in the vial and repeating the process. After they've repeated the process 3 or 4 times, we then ask them to what they believe would happen if they were to do this for an hour or for a year. or for 1,000,000 years or 1,000,000,000 years, to get them thinking about how the earth has come to form soil. And that is